Wow! Incredible!
Jump up and your cares will soar away. And if the dark clouds start to swirl, don't feel a shed a tear, 'cause I'll be your one-up girl. So let's all jump up super high, high up in the sky. There's no hell, we're up like that.
Wow! Incredible!
You're my superstar, so no one else can take me this far. I'm flipping the switch, get ready for this, so let's do the Odyssey. Odyssey, yes, see. 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 Odyssey, Odyssey. Spin the wheel, take a chance. Every journey starts a new romance. A new world's calling out to you. Take a turn off the path, find a new addition to the cast. You know that any captain needs a crew. Take it in stride as you move side to side. They're just different points of view. Jump with me, grab coins with me, oh yeah. Come on and jump up in the air. Jump without a care. Jump up 'cause you know that I'll be there. And if you find you're short on joy, don't fret, just don't forget that you're still a one-up boy. So go on, straighten up your cap. Let your toes begin to tap. This rhythm is a power shoe. Don't forget you're the superstar. No one else can starts a new romance. A new world's calling out to you. Take a turn off the path, find a new addition to the cast. You know that any captain needs a crew. Take it in stride as you move side to side. They're just different points of view. Jump with me, grab coins with me.
Okay, hi guys. Sorry for the less than grand re-entrance here. There's a problem that can you guys just do sponsors again for a moment? For some reason the actual service is crashing. But you know, I thought all the kinks were. I haven't changed anything since last weekend, so I don't know what has changed. See, okay, so it's crashing immediately after the first person makes a sponsor. So I gotta troubleshoot this in real time. Give me just a second. So what's the problem here? 2-7. Okay.
It's time to jump up in the air. Jump up, don't be scared. Jump up and your cares will soar away.
Interesting. Well, we don't want this. Alright, give it one more shot, guys. Please send your sponsors. Doing some live debugging. Okay, it's still broken. What is happening here? I figured it out. Okay, this time, let's go once more, make sure that this is turned off, and let me refresh the sponsors. All right, hit it one more time. Okay, so far, good, hasn't crashed. Maybe. Okay. Still hasn't crashed. Okay, I think we're good. All right. Sorry for that. I don't know how that never got caught in the in all of my debugging, but I guess there was a problem with people that were playing more than one time. Maybe it was because I kept deleting the test tournaments that I was using. Anyways, welcome in, everybody. Let me say hello to everybody, and then I'll pull Gigantic Pingu in, who will be co-hosting with me today. Welcome in, of course, to Gigantic Pingu, who did, in fact, fussed with that subscription, and Developer Rowan was here first, did redeem first, even. Prince Anime, welcome in. Also, shout out to Music Enjoyer, who did drop a follow. Jaguar is here. We got, like I said, Gigantic Pingu, FCXB, welcome back. Dandelion Ghost, Ninjaguar, Prince Anime, Tarufai, Developer Rowan, probably reading people's names twice, Soul XOXO, we got Tribal, we got User Fifu, we got Vivtech, we've got Hyperactive BS, we've got, who else we got? Anybody else? Anybody new? Okay, hopefully I caught everybody. It looks like I'm catching up here. Behind the 8 ball, welcome back. BP, welcome in. Okay, I'm going to scroll to the actual real time for the chat now so that I can try to catch up on things. Sorry for that. I'll give you guys, of course, a little bit extra time to make sure that your sponsors are in while we underwent a little bit of the technical difficulties. But welcome back. It has been a long time. For those of you who weren't here on the beta stream last weekend, it has probably been about 6 months since we were last live. So welcome back, and I'm happy to have you here. Obviously, things look a little bit different, probably not quite as good as they did before. I'm not much of an artist. If anybody's an artist and wants in, please reach out to me. I will happily commission anything that you guys want to do for any of these screens. It's all a work in progress. But I'm happy to be back. We're going to hopefully be back to relatively regularly scheduled programming. I don't know that we're going to be live on Christmas Eve, but we'll probably take that one day at a time. But can you guys believe it? Christmas is just a week away. It's true. It is almost Christmas time. 1 week from tomorrow. I'd like to do a little Christmas stream. I'll probably do it on Monday, December 23rd. So if you guys are around or, looking for something to do before you spend the holidays with the family, you can always tune into that. So if you're not in the Discord already, I recommend joining the Discord so that you can definitely stay up to date with when we're actually going live. But welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Sorry, I actually have not been actively reading the chat while I've been talking through all this stuff, but I'm going to just pull in Gigantic Pingu because it's not... I'm flustered a little bit at the moment. Gigantic Pingu, obviously, one of my dearest friends, here again, co-president, maybe even the owner of Smash Tourney. Somehow I gave away the rights. Welcome in, Gigantic Pingu.
Have a smushy, smashy Christmas. It's the best time of the year.
That was really beautiful. Thank you for singing for us, getting us into the holiday spirit a little bit.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be back. I was thinking about it, and I believe the last time you and I were on a broadcast together was the infamous Super Mario Galaxy No Laugh Challenge, which was...
I think you're right.
Damaging to both of us.
It was, but we'll absolutely have to run a sequel to that at some point. Probably
Maybe.
with the second game, probably.
Maybe.
But we'll see. Obviously, you're right. It's been a long time. I guess we did that stream a few months back. Probably 3 months,
like
4 months ago. Yeah, three or 4 months ago. And then before that, last Smash Journey stream was in June. So it's been a minute since you were on the cast with me here, and hopefully you remember all of your Smash lore, Smash details, any information you want to give about any game from any character. We're here for it.
I'm here. I got all the Easter eggs up in my noggin, so feel free to crack me open and get my yolk out of there.
All right, what can you tell me about Blue Wrist Pac-Man?
Blue Wrist Pac-Man?
Yeah, Blue Wrist Pac-Man, representing the number 4 slot today.
Well, yeah, that's a really significant palette swap, actually, and the reason I sponsored him is because those are, because of his cool blues he's got rocking there. So those are actually from the game Blue Pack.
Oh, Blue
where
Pack.
He becomes blue.
Oh. Well, that's why we have you on the cast. You're going to share a lot of facts. That maybe is a pack fact that we'll have to add, specific to the Blue Palette Pac-Man.
That's one that not many know, but yeah, thank you for having me, and welcome back to you. I'm glad you're back, and happy to be here.
Well, looking in the chat, obviously, Tarfai says that your number 1 fan is in the chat right now. I wonder who that could be.
Whoa.
That's exciting.
That is exciting.
But yeah, FCXB, it's been since June, almost 6 months. I guess it's probably been about 5 months, technically, since we last ran one. But I'm glad to hear that people have been itching to get back. I know Rowan was here early, eagerly awaiting the stream, and I'm happy to run this for you guys. We got more prizes to give away for this Season 2. Let me start by saying that this stream is definitely still in a iterative state. We have a lot of things to look forward to throughout Season 2. We're going to start pretty vanilla, more like how Season 1 ran for its entire duration. But for those of you who weren't here a couple weekends ago when I actually did run the beta stream, I figured I'll maybe mention a couple of the things to look forward to. So in Smash Tourney Season 2, we're going to be supporting different tournament sizes. So every tournament that we've ever run on Smash Tourney has been a 16 CPU, 2 CPUs per matchup sort of situation. That has now been expanded to include pretty much any format that is supported by Smash Ultimate. We also have support to run other games. I'm going to hopefully do some streams of Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, some Rivals of Aether, and potentially some other games, maybe multiverses if they have CPU matchups, and can also potentially start running things like some older Smash games as well. So there's a lot of games, a lot of variety coming up. I also have different scoring systems in place as well. So although our typical scoring system, which I'll explain here in just a minute, is what we're using tonight. As you can see, it says in the top right there, we're using classic mode at the moment. We also have support for a number of different game modes as well, like where you'll get more points based on if you go on winning streaks or losing streaks, or if you intentionally get things wrong. There's a whole bunch of different things that I'm experimenting with for scoring, so look forward to those, more differentiation in tournament types, I suppose. And then, what else is there? What else can I talk about? Oh, yes, we don't have any active for tonight, but I am introducing the concept of single match modifiers, which I'll talk more about once we actually run our first one, but you'll be able to redeem channel points to affect your overall score. Either maybe you're doubling or nothing the current match, like maybe you want to get potentially 6 points from a match instead of 3 or something to that effect. Everybody will be able to do that once per tournament using channel points, so definitely make sure to hang on to those channel points, and the best way to earn it is obviously through, chatting, sticking around during the stream. Lots of ways to earn, and of course we'll probably learn more about that as we get closer to those new types of tournaments. Can I explain that with a 700-page thesis? It's coming. It's coming. Is there still a perfect loser award? Yes, there is. I should have said that. There's still going to be prizes for perfect loser and perfect winner. If you go 15 for 15 or 0 for 15 on predictions, I will give you guys an extra $10 bonus on top of the prize money. Nobody was able to do either of those in Season 1. Maybe Season 2 is going to be somebody's opportunity to win a little bit extra for being either really good at guessing or really bad at guessing.
Some call it the impossible prize.
I mean, so far, nobody's been able to dispute that it's impossible, but it is there.
It's something to strive for.
Yes, indeed. Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, could I ask a question quick?
Of course, yep.
Is it a query?
Yes.
Once you implement these other games, are you going to have to change your name to simply Turney?
Turney? Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to go more generic. You can start calling me T if you want. Whatever you want to call me.
I won't be doing that.
Streamer, however you want to refer to me. No, we'll still be known as Smash Turney, but...
Can you call me Chat tonight?
I will. Yeah, okay, Chat. Are you guys excited for the debut of Season 2?
Chat Major and Chat Minor.
Yeah, exactly. Captain Emo, welcome in, by the way, and Sikis, welcome in. Yeah, so let's see. What else is there to go over before we get started? Oh, yeah, one other thing, obviously, Season 1, I had my website live. You can still access the website with ! Website if you want to use that for any, making predictions or your sponsor if you feel one way or another. But the website will not be updated at this time for Season 2. I'm working on porting all of the data from Season 1 into my new database so that I can provide you with some more real-time stats as the stream goes on. Actually on the screen itself versus just relying on you guys going to the site. So just know that the website will be specifically for Season 1 stats until that data migration has happened. But obviously you can still use it as a tool if you so choose. But I am yammering away. It's been 20 minutes since we went live, and I think people are itching to get back to the content, what you're actually here for in the first place. So
I'm itching, all right.
Okay, well, with that being said, then let me close up these sponsorships. Hopefully, everybody's in that wants to be. Obviously, you guys have had quite a bit of time here. Thought Samyat was his old name. No, Samyat is a good friend of mine who has also casted Smash Tourney with me in the past. But no, Grimgooly was my other persona at one point in time. We are
friend
now
of the pod, Samyat.
Absolutely. All right, so let's see. How do we want to do this? Let's start the tournament here. Without further ado, ready this up.
Oh,
Mario opens
slick.
his eyes. Thank you. I got to show you more about this move plugin on OBS. But to get things started here for round number 1, we didn't even talk anything about this tournament so far whatsoever. But matchup number 1, we've got Byleth versus King K. Rool. Well, I gotta make sure. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, this is just an interesting conundrum because it's two, I would say probably among the most beloved characters in video gaming. You got number one, Bleth from Fire Emblem fame, and King Crocodile from Donkey Kong, I believe it's called.
That's true.
And I actually do love that guy, but Bleth, I maybe love him even more. So I got to vote for him.
I mean, Byleth in season 1 was one of the most successful fighters, but King K. Rool had a win or two under his belt. I think that this could be a very even matchup, honestly. Very heavy hitter versus a just overall good fighter. You guys will notice I don't have a timer on the screen at the moment for the matchups like I did in last season. I figure I'll just kind of give you guys enough time. Once I see that the predictions start to slow down, we'll move on. I don't really want to hold anybody to a strict 60 seconds, especially when I know a lot of people are playing on mobile. So with that being said, get your predictions in. I didn't even explain the scoring system. Hopefully, hopefully everybody's relatively familiar with it, but at the moment, you're going to get 1 point for making a prediction. So everybody whose name you see currently listed on the screen is going to get 1 point for this match no matter what. And then if you got it correct, you'll get an extra point. And if you sponsored one of these two guys, you'll get an extra 3 points. So up to 5 points available for somebody in this particular round. I don't know how many people sponsored Byleth or King K. Rool, but hopefully people are feeling good. I'm going to close up the predictions for match number 1. And without further ado, let's not skip this battle and
Let's go.
let's go.
Okay.
Alright.
It's great to be back into this routine.
I'm so glad to hear you say that. I'm happy to be back. I'm excited. Obviously, you'll notice a lot has changed in the overall layout. I'm still working on it. Like I said, if anybody's an artist and wants to help out, please feel free. King K. Rool with the immediate SD. Maybe this was intentional for the handicap or something. Not a good start for him. Oh, he goes for the spike, and Byleth is actually able to recover.
What the deuce?
But Byleth did take a decent amount of damage there. There's an assist trophy. King K. Rool's got it, and we do have Dylan, the armadillo.
I love Dylan. I've known a couple Dylans in my time.
Really? Care to talk about any of them? Who's your favorite?
No, I don't wish to.
Oh, and a nice move by King K. Rool there to even up the score here. Byleth actually very close to final smash. That is a pretty low HP KO though, if necessary. Final smash is available for Byleth. King K. Rool throwing him around, and he's gonna not be able to block it in the end.
There we go.
Is this enough for the KO? I wish I knew. You're supposed to know these things.
I played
Oh,
the
the
game
spike!
Champion, I forget.
The spike from Byleth, but the final smash was not enough. Now, I believe King K. Rool needs 100% damage for his final smash to kill, but Keldeo comes out for Byleth, and that is an extremely strong Pokemon. King K. Rool's got to be careful here. He's going to get hit. He's still alive. No, he's not alive. He's gone. So that was a rather fast one, actually. Lots going on there. Obviously, the items playing out in Byleth's favor in that particular instance, of course. And Byleth a little bit of the underdog in that matchup. And only those of you who voted for him are going to get points on that. So let's take a look at where that leaves the leaderboard with Byleth getting that win. Of course, we've got BP with the Byleth sponsor, so early lead for BP with those 5 points. And then we've got a lot of people tied for second, but a number of people obviously did not get that one right because King K. Rool had a little bit more support. But obviously, even if you did not get this one correct, that's okay. You can definitely still win. There's a lot of matches to go. 14 more matches yet to be played in tonight's tournament. So keep going. And of course, I did not mention this at the beginning, but even if you're not going to get the top score, who will get $10 tonight, I don't know if I have the celebrate overlay. Captain Nemo, please don't waste your points. I'm so sorry. I forgot to.
I'll counter redeem Nemo. Don't worry. So we'll cancel each other out.
Okay. Well. Okay. That perfect. This is great. Thank you for that.
And then I'll refund you later.
Okay. So, anyways, what was I saying? So the winner at the end of the night is going to get $10, and then we're going to roll for consolation prize, which will be $5 tonight. And you get entries into the consolation prize raffle just for participating. So make sure to keep dropping those votes in the chat, even if things aren't looking great. But without further ado, let's head on to match number 2 and see how the leaderboard is affected.
I do like how that the results screen does show the color variation of the character you sponsor. I do love seeing Pac-Man parenthetical blue as my sponsor.
I'm really glad to hear you say that. A lot of people agree. Knowing that you sponsored the blue version of Pac-Man just really inspires confidence. You know, because like, why would you?
Yeah, it's true. And looking at this, it's like Pac-Man is not just blue-wristed; he's blue-shoed as well.
That's
He's got
true.
little wings on his boots, so that's pretty cool.
That's a great point.
Well, all right, go ahead.
No, I have nothing to say. We did see Diddy Kong last week, I think. Did not put up a very good fight, but Pac-Man, I mean, I don't know what those blue wings on the shoes mean, but maybe he's here to fly, to win? Who knows?
He's a speedy guy.
Diddy Kong doesn't have the greatest recovery, so he's blue balled up.
No, Diddy Kong has that little funny jetpack that he putt-putts around on, so he might have a little bit of trouble. But Pac-Man, you can always count on him to do a little trampoline jump and get
That's
back
true.
up on stage. So we'll see if he does that.
Is very true. I mean, Pac-Man, I feel like, is just going to pack a harder punch, I think, overall, no matter what he does. Fire
Yes, he
Hydrant's
will.
going to do a lot of damage. Diddy Kong, he's got his banana move. He's got his coconut gun.
Yes.
His peanut gun. All right, well, I'm
I need to mute
yapping.
myself for a minute.
Okay, well, hopefully everybody's in that wants to be. We're going to close up these predictions, and we're going to get started with matchup number 2. Diddy Kong versus Pac-Man Blue. Pac-Man ain't doing jack in this match. Diddy in 2. Now, that is a bold
predict?
prediction. Oh, no, Gigantic Pingu. That's okay.
Pac-Man is my sponsor, Pac-Man Blue. Oh, well.
That's okay. Well, hey, you could at least still get 3 points out of this one. It might not be over for you yet.
That's all right. I was too caught up in the joie de vivre for this
Of course.
experience.
Of course, and I think everybody will understand.
I hope.
So far, both these fighters kind of holding their own. Pokeball over on the right side of the map if either of them wants to go for it. Diddy Kong throws the banana peel, but Pac-Man not really going to be affected by it at all. Oh, Diddy Kong! Gotta be careful! Pac-Man almost tried to use the fire hydrant on him, but was not able to land it. So now Pac-Man actually is taking quite a bit of damage here, sitting at 74%. Pokeball is about to despawn. We do have an assist trophy. Diddy Kong's thinking about it. He's got it. It is Waluigi,
yes.
the honorary Smash fighter that never was.
Now, there's a big UFO over there. It's looking kind of like a certain, well,
Oh, Pac-Man is gone. And you're right, there is a UFO, very mysterious. Waluigi's still running around trying to do a lot of damage to this Pac-Man. Pac-Man's trying to bide his time. Is he able to do most of that? Pokeball looks like Pac-Man's thinking about grabbing it.
Please get it.
Does get it, and it is Chespin. Actually, pretty good position for Chespin. And Chespin explodes Diddy Kong with Seed Bomb.
And he's got the Final Smash. Pac-Man, do it again!
He's got Final Smash. Now, this will also give Diddy Kong his Final Smash and not do too much damage to Diddy in exchange. But Pac-Man's not on very high percent either.
Oh, no.
Oh, but he's on the side of the stage! Pac-Man survives! And only on 47%, but the knockback was almost enough to get rid of him. Diddy Kong's got the assist trophy. Squid Sisters! We never see the Squid Sisters. But now that Blast Zone's closing in, it's going to be very dependent on positioning here. Diddy Kong's got to jump in. Pac-Man's off the stage! Pac-Man's gone!
Oh, no.
It wasn't Diddy in 2, but it was Diddy in 3.
Stupid game. Are you rigging this again? I quit.
Sorry, we were so back, and now you're so out. But Diddy
You're so
Kong
gone.
with a bit of a surprise win in that one, in my opinion. Let's mark that one as the winner, see how the leaderboard is shaping up through those two, and Hyperactive BS will now tie the lead with BP with that Diddy Kong win, and we've got only 3 people in 3rd place. But of course, we do have 3 people still alive for perfect predictions, and we have 5 people alive for the for the impossible prize. Well, I guess maybe they're both impossible prize, but we'll say anti-gold. Gold and anti-gold are both well alive and well. But there's a lot of tournament left to be played.
That's great. Yeah, this was going to be a night of sort of standing on business, but I see that plan has now fallen through. So I might have to throw my weight behind, looking at this here, maybe Jigglypuff Blue could be another good one to support.
I think it absolutely could be. It could be. All right. Yeah, I mean, hey, go for the anti-gold if you're feeling it. You could maybe if you could win anti-gold on the very first tournament of Season 2, that'll bode well for the rest of the year. You never know. All right, on to matchup number 3. Who do we got? We got Robin Blue versus Sonic Black.
He certainly looks blue. And Sonic Black?
Sonic Black. A little bit like
there
Shadow.
Was such a thing.
I didn't know either. I don't think we've ever seen Sonic Black on stream. But now we do.
Interesting.
Now we do.
This time I do have to make sure to predict.
Yep,
I'm going to have to go for... Well, who are you going for, Smashy?
Who am I going for? I think Robin's probably got this one. I feel like Sonic has never really impressed too much. I say that, I mean, I think Sonic did win a tournament or two in Season 1, but I don't know. I feel like Robin has always been a really strong sponsor for a lot of people. I know Jaguar is a big fan of Robin, and Jaguar was maybe one of the most successful players for us last year. But obviously Jaguar actually predicting Sonic on this one, not Robin.
Interesting.
But Jaguar said it is the year of Shadow and Sonic Movie 3.
That is true. That is true. I desperately want to go with the cool jet black Sonic, but I am going to go with Robin per your words of wisdom this time. But Sonic,
thanks for listening to me. Thank you for listening to me. Obviously, this stream is pre-recorded, which is why I'm not really responding to chat, and therefore I know what's happening, and I'm here to obviously let my co-host win. So Gigantic Pingu's got that little bit of a boon for being my co-caster. Looks like everybody's in that wants to be. I'm going to close up these predictions, and without further ado, which I think I've said 3 times now, matchup number 3, Robin versus Sonic. Sorry, Thermal, you just missed it.
And Thermal P.
Classic map, and already they almost both went down in the first second. Everybody's favorite stage. Lots of chaos here. I would say this is probably my favorite stage since the Brawl days.
Mm-hmm.
So far,
looking cool here.
He's looking really cool, really dark, but he is at 46% at the moment. And here's Akira, Virtua Fighter, just re-announced at the Game Awards. For those of you who were watching along,
developed by RGG Studios, a bit of a surprise there. We got him in here now.
Very cool. We got him here. Right now, Robin has been really single-handedly dominating this match.
Good God, you're right.
Even healed up on Sonic, but can he recover? He can recover. They're playing this very dangerously. And here's Knuckles. Knuckles against Sonic, I believe. And Sonic is just going to shield, but it's not going to be enough. Here's a Pokeball for Robin. It is Pyukumuku. Sonic is able to dodge the first punch, but not the second one from Pyukumuku. And Knuckles is going to end up SDing off the stage. Finally, we're going to stage morph to a more reasonable stage, and Robin almost SDs there as well, but is a full stock ahead of Sonic at this point. Although Sonic has yet to take damage on his second stock. Master Ball in play. If either of them wants to go for it, this could be Sonic's opportunity to come back into this thing.
Come on, Sonic.
He's got the Master Ball. He's got Xerneas. This is going to buff up Sonic pretty significantly. Make him hit a little bit harder, take a little bit less knockback. He's golden.
This stage sucks. Let's go back to Electroplankton.
We may find ourselves back there. Here is Sonic's final smash. And It's not enough. It's not enough. But Midna comes out, and I don't know who got it, actually. I think it was Robin that picked up Midna.
Cacophony.
So Sonic's got to be careful here. Going to get tossed around by Midna. Robin's about to get his final smash and is at 77%. Sonic is probably well within KO range of Robin's final smash. Got to play this really carefully, and Midna is going to get it done. There's our first 2-stock of the night with...
Come on, Sonic.
Robin with a pretty decisive win in that one. Unfortunately, the movie buff that Sonic was supposed to have supposedly did not pay off in that one. So Robin getting the win will be up against either Jigglypuff or Simon in the quarterfinals. But right now it is BP in the lead as we speak. Hyperactive BS drops to second, but we do still have 3 people in play for the gold prize tonight. Soul, EBM, and Tribal. And then we do have 2 people still alive for the anti-gold, which is Developer Rowan and Prince Anime. And Prince Anime did win last week, so it would be kind of funny for Prince Anime to win another $10 prize, but this time have it be for getting everything wrong. But like I said, there's a lot of tournament left to go, and you never know. There's still only 8 points that separate first from last, so there's a lot of points left to be had. Remember, 30 points from just predictions alone yet to be, well, actually 24 yet to be dished out. But I'm yapping, again, as I always do, on to match number 4. This time, as I mentioned, we got Jigglypuff versus Simon.
This is a great matchup. I will say the last matchup seemed to be rigged because I thought the Jet Black Sonic had the fluids of Keanu Reeves coursing through his body, but apparently not. This time, I'm going to have to remember to predict again. And who do you go with, Smashy Tournament?
Well, because I did tell you the correct one to predict last match in Robin, I'm going to have to go with Jigglypuff on this one. I really feel like people are going to be sleeping on Jigglypuff. Sleeping, get it? Because Jigglypuff uses a sleep attack. Jigglypuff uses hypnosis. Jigglypuff, I think this is Jigglypuff's year. I think this is the year of Jigglypuff. And by the year, I mean 2025. Because it has not been... 2024. December 2024 is going to be Jigglypuff's year. Especially Jigglypuff Blue, as evidenced by the blue color in this render of Jigglypuff.
This is Jigglypuff Blue, and you can tell it's blue because it's got the straw, sort of tan, brown, yellow hat on, which signifies that it is indeed Jigglypuff Blue.
Right, and of course the other side is Simon Blue, and of course he's a little bit more overt with the fact that he's wearing blue armor, but clearly Jigglypuff is the bluer of the two, and I would say whoever is more blue probably wins this one. So that's why my money's on Jigglypuff.
You know what they say, whoever's the bluest, doest.
That's true. And Rowan has a good point here. Got to remember Simon's performance in Season 1. It was pretty bad to the point where he was really kind of considered maybe the worst fighter in the roster for a little while. Very often with Simon SD, but maybe not tonight. Or maybe tonight. You never know. But very close to 50-50 on the predictions here. 56-44. Let's close up these predictions. Hopefully everybody's in that wants to be. It looks like that is the case. And match number 4.
Oh.
Here we go.
This is actually Simon Blue. I thought it was a joke, but they are both blue.
They're both blue.
Really good.
And Jigglypuff does have the blue line on its hat. So obviously that is why it's Jigglypuff Blue and not... Oh, Simon with the SD! We were just talking about it! Simon, it is a new season, but not a new Simon, clearly.
No.
Instant SD for Simon as we head over to Luigi's mansion. And Jigglypuff with the sleep right away!
He's got a flower. He's a Pikmin.
Oh my gosh, he is blooming just like a Pikmin right now.
Pikmin Bloom, game of the year.
Taking some active damage by that flower. There's the assist trophy for Jigglypuff.
Jesus.
Skull Kid, I think. I actually couldn't tell. Yeah, it is Skull Kid.
Yep.
Which is gonna, I guess, make both of our fighters invisible. That's the chosen effect for this point in time.
Good.
Obviously not great for viewership, but Simon's at 91%. One more nice hit from Jigglypuff could be it.
What happened?
I'm not sure. Okay, well, now we got Prince of Sable, Sable, And there's a nice side smash from Simon, so things do even up here, but there's another Pokeball. Simon's got it. The items are now going Simon's way. There's a Alolan Raichu. Maybe not going to be particularly effective on this particular stage layout, but it's yet to be seen. Jigglypuff's got to do some lasting damage here. She's going to position herself right in the middle and use a final smash. She's getting large, but it's not enough to get the KO on Simon. She was too high up, and there's a Master Ball. Master Ball, which Simon could get. Simon! Oh my gosh, Simon did a kick down. Deoxys! Deoxys for Jigglypuff. Is it going to be enough? No. It's not going to be enough unless Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff thinking about it. Gotta be very careful here. Jigglypuff now within KO range from a well-placed up smash. There's gonna be two Simons. Here's Simon's final smash. It is available. Jigglypuff, what are you doing? The Ditto Simon trying to get over to Jigglypuff to close things out, but regular Simon's got it. No final smash necessary. An absolute disaster class from Jigglypuff. Simon, I spoke too soon. That's gonna be Simon Blue's win for the night. Okay.
I've come to make an announcement. If you are in possession of any sort of Ridley coin, drop it now.
Please
drop
sell.
it.
Please sell.
Please sell. Dump
Please
it.
sell. Dump right now. Simon, with that win, is gonna move up in the leaderboard here. Nobody with the Simon sponsor, it looks like. Do we have anybody with the Jigglypuff sponsor? We did. User Fifu believed in Jigglypuff. Unfortunately, Jigglypuff falls a little bit short, but BP now in the lead, and we've got a three-way tie for second. 2 people still alive for gold, 2 people still alive for anti-gold, and obviously everybody's still alive for the constellation and even first place, of course. All right, well, that was an exciting match. Let's head on to the right side of our bracket for the second half of our round of 16. To start things off on this side, we've got Ganondorf versus Snake.
Okay. Ganondorf. I like him. These aren't Snake is an alternate color, correct?
Yeah, this is Snake green. Snake green.
He's looking green.
And this is default Ganondorf.
Okay.
Now,
based on that information, I will have to go with green Snake because that's what snakes usually are. So I'm going to predict 10.
That's a great point. Predict 10 for Snake. Predict 9 if you think Ganondorf has this one. Now I want to mention this. Obviously, season 1 stats totally out the window, especially with that Simon win. But the thing about Snake in season 1 is that most of his success actually came when he was the cheetah print Snake. Not much success outside of that, but did win 2 tournaments once we put on, or I guess it was leopard print. Once we put on that leopard print suit for Snake, we got to see a couple dominant tournament performances from him. We'll have to see if the green suit can carry that same amount of power, but currently Ganondorf with a slight edge on predictions overall. It looks like probably everybody's in that wants to be. Ganon definitely on roids. That's probably true. He is looking a bit jacked. It's true. All right, predictions are closed for this one, and let's get match number 5.
All right. Now, who did I predict? Did I say? I think green Snake.
Green Snake because snakes are green, and we are on a very small stage and a moving stage at that.
Here we go. Now, green Snake. I don't know if he'll be as good as Cheetah Girl Snake, but I'm thinking he might win. That's why I predicted him, obviously, because he might win.
Right. Oh, and he's getting very dangerously towards the blast zone. I know I said the stage moves. Maybe I lied. Maybe I'm misremembering. But there's an assist trophy there. Ganon's thinking about it, and he gets Waluigi. Now he's got to be really careful. That's Snake gone.
Oh no.
Very small blast zone, but Snake might be able to take out Ganondorf before the map switch. But no, the stage morph. Ganondorf killed Waluigi, or something just happened. Waluigi died. Ganondorf cannot recover. He is gonna drown, carried away in the rapids, and Snake's got a Pokeball.
He's been flooded. He's been flushed away.
He was flushed away. Dedenne over on the side, not doing too much, although Snake thinking about tossing Ganondorf into that.
Ooh.
Not going to happen at the moment, but we're very close to even. Both fighters about to get their final smash.
Oh.
Okay, there's an
Snake
assist
is
trophy
looking
for
okay.
Snake. Okay, we got the chef,
Here we go.
Kawasaki. And he missed.
Ooh.
I thought, okay, well, he's still hopping around. Not able. Oh, he is able to hit Ganondorf with a couple plates. Ganondorf's got the final smash
hungry.
early, and he is going to use it right away. And there's the final smash. Is it enough? It is. He is gone. Snake is out of there, and Ganondorf, all thanks to that final smash usage, is able to pull off the win. That was a fast match. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that was a fast match, and I will say not an enjoyable match at all due to the upset here. So
That's true.
I'm gonna have to quit out of here. I'm gonna have to quiet quit. as
That's
they say.
understandable. I think everybody in the chat, it's okay if you quiet quit on this one. All right, Ganondorf, with that win, where does that leave us in the standings? That leaves us with BP still in the lead, Hyperactive BS now in second place. One person still alive for the gold prize, and that's behind the 8-ball. No anti-gold winners tonight, it looks like. People that were not doing well early, namely Prince Anime and developer Rowan, with a W on that particular prediction. So now it's up to you guys to get those consolation prizes or claw your way up to first place.
Yes.
All right.
Please, I need someone to avenge me. I don't care who it is, but now that Pac-Man Blue is dead, just, I forget who killed him, but take that Daredevil down.
Pac-Man Blue
Whoever
was
killed
killed by default Diddy Kong, and unfortunately your backup sponsor of Jigglypuff Blue was killed by Simon Blue.
That's right.
But now we've got two more blue guys. Wow, blue seems to be the theme tonight. We got Blue Richter and Blue Corrin. Actually, these are their default skins for both of them, but they are very blue. And
Okay.
Richter started out as the most dominant CPU in Season 1 of Smash Tourney. Actually had, I think, 2 tournament wins in a row, followed by never not being in the finals. He fell off a lot towards the end, but that's not to say that he doesn't have what it takes to pull out a win here. Corrin, obviously, another very strong contender, and clearly the chat feels that way as well, with almost 2-to-1 prediction advantage for Corrin over Richter.
Yeah, this is great. Corrin is another favorite. His name originally comes from corn, maize.
That's true.
A great sort of crop throughout our country. So that's
Yep.
a bit of a fun Easter egg the developer snuck in the game here. Richter, he comes from more nebulous origins, and that's why I'm gonna have to cast my vote for, well, Corrin, because he's a bit more clearly defined here.
I think that's a great argument. You might actually want to drop your prediction so that it
Yes.
counts.
Oh,
You might want to not have the left bracket in there. That would probably help a little bit. And okay, and there's Gigantic Pingu's vote for Corrin, and some votes switch, so it's a little bit closer than it was. Not quite 2-to-1, but Corrin obviously still a little bit of a fan favorite in this particular matchup, and hopefully everybody's in that wants to be. It looks like we're about where we were at. He comes from Earth Questles.
Earth Questles.
Earth
See,
Questles.
the developers of this game, they put so many little Easter eggs and little nuggets in here for the real knowledge heads to absorb and take note of. So thank you, Nemo 2024, for pointing that out.
Thank you, Nemo 2024. All right, predictions are close. I forgot to actually start us, but here we go. We're already right into this match. We got Richter versus Corrin, and a nice axe immediately from Richter. So Corrin's going to take 15 damage as soon as the game starts, but has been comboing Richter down ever since. And Birdo.
This is
Birdo
a
makes an
great
appearance.
stage too. I love this stage because it's Super Mario Brothers 2.
It is a great.
You got Birdo.
It is a great stage with a great music track. Richter cannot recover. The head stomps from Corrin actually prevent him from getting the height necessary to use his up B to recover. So Richter is going to be off to a very poor start as we head to, looks like, Minecraft.
It does look like Minecraft.
It does look like Minecraft.
Something's a little unusual about this in that there are 2 realistic humans fighting on the stage.
That's
which
true.
you
Why
can only-
don't everybody get just converted into the Minecraft skins?
Well, see, that's what I'm wondering about the Minecraft movie, the film that's coming out with
Oh,
Mr.
sure.
Jacob Black. I'm wondering what his deal is, what the movie's deal is. Care to elaborate? You don't have to elaborate.
I don't think there's much to say. I think we're going to have to wait and see. Everybody's going to have to go see Minecraft movie on opening day. Now, Zoroark came from that Master Ball, somewhat surprisingly. Entei from a regular Pokeball, so it's a bit of an opposite day, or so it seems. Entei going to be completely ineffective as he always is, and Richter has Final Smash and is going to use it and miss completely. Well, I shouldn't say completely. It was very close, but did not land. Corrin's about to get Final Smash as well. And there's Richter gone, actually bounces off, and that's it! 2 stock for Corrin. No Final Smash ever even necessary at all. Very dominant performance. It was.
That's what you get for you know, the sort of crop that powers Chuck Grassley's entire senatorial campaign over the past 289 years.
Right.
This is, you know, Corrin. I never once doubted it. It's powered our cars, my body, and that's it, and that's all I need. So thank you, Corrin.
Yeah, exactly. I guess there can only be one Belmont in the tournament, and that's going to be Simon somehow, surprisingly, in today's match or in today's tournament. So Corrin with that win, where does that leave us on the leaderboard? BP and Tribal now tied for first place with that Corrin win. We have a number of people close behind, and behind the 8 ball is still is actually 5. Well, maybe I guess I maybe was wrong, because that was our 6th match completed and only win +5. So it looks like nobody's going to get the gold tonight. Nobody's going to get anti-gold. So we're all playing for consolation and first place. BP and Tribal are the ones to catch at this point in time. All right. On to match number 7. We've got another fan favorite making a return. We've got Ice Climbers. Predict 13 if you think that Ice Climbers in their white costume are going to take down Lucina and her also white costume.
No.
Lucina White.
Is it that every character has the same colors corresponding to their palette swaps? It's not like Lucina can be different colors than the Ice Climber has.
They can. They can. Yeah, there are a lot of different palettes. Like, for example, like Yoshi has its own colors. Bowser Jr. has its own, his own.
Are they like labeled that way?
Yeah, they're some of them are labeled that way, and then just to differentiate, I added like if they don't have a separate name, like in this case, Ice Climbers, they're the same Ice Climbers, but in this case, they are white base. I just pulled from the SSB wiki, so if you have a complaint with them, you can take it from there.
I have many complaints that I will be lodging with them.
But this is Lucina's white palette. I guess it's the accents that classify her as white. She might have a different red or pink palette swap that is just more pink or more red. I'm not really sure.
That's a white woman to me. Yeah.
All right, don't want these 3 to fight. You want these 3 to be friends. I think we all do, but one can win only. And who will that be? Will it be Ice Climbers or will it be Lucina? Predictions are closed, and this match is underway. Ice Climbers versus Lucina. Killer Climbers, killer! Okay, interesting stage. Does have some invisible walls, I believe, so...
Yeah. Does it? I think it does.
Doesn't this one have invisible walls? Am I thinking of a different one? Oh, you're right.
That's maybe the Tekken stage.
Yeah, you're right. It's not this one. So no invisible walls on this one. Lucina off to a bit of a poor start, honestly. Ice Climbers doing pretty well, 67%. Looks like they're going to grab the assist trophy. They are. Andros makes an appearance. But Lucina is getting Ice Climbers over to the edge of the map, so they got to be careful. Oh, wow, she's gone. Lucina is out of there. Andros extremely effective.
Uncle Andros.
Relatively low percent damage, and Lucina has to spend all her time dodging these shapes from Andros.
I hate that when you have to do that. She's getting icicled too.
She is. She's almost back. Okay, she's actually now at an entire stock disadvantage fully. So a lot of ground to make up here for Lucina.
Oh, and Ice Climber home stage.
Yep, now we're on Summit, but there's an assist trophy for Lucina. She's got Nikki. Nikki, what's she going to draw for us?
Doesn't matter.
A little ghost. It's got the Ice Climbers, and Lucina's going to miss the final smash, but the ghost is still stunning up the Ice Climbers. Lucina's still in it, but she probably needed that KO. Ice Climber's very close to their final smash, which is just going to look the exact same as the stage.
Metagross.
Metagross is doing nothing up there, but he might stomp on him here. Got to be careful.
Oh.
No stuns for Metagross, and Lucina unable to connect with her charged B move there. Ice Climbers.
It's so dynamic when it's flat like this.
Definitely. So Ice Climbers managed to Lucina manages to knock out the Ice Climbers with their assist trophy, so they won't end up using it in time. And now Ice Climbers with the side smash. That's all it takes. Ice Climbers claim a win.
There you go, fellas.
Look how happy they are.
The two climbers. Now, what do you think about them? Are they bro and sis or lover and lover?
I think they're just pals, but I have
Just
no idea.
pals?
I think their names are Nana and Papa. Nana and
correct at all.
Nana and Pee
Please.
or Popo and Nani or something like that.
Popo and Nana.
Popo and Nani.
How
Nana.
dare you.
Ice Climbers get that win. So with that, did we have Ice Climber sponsors tonight? We did not. No Ice Climber sponsors. We did have some Lucina sponsors though, including Behind the 8 Ball, who was on a very significant streak. Unfortunately, that streak is going to come to a close at the moment. By the way, I should mention that the streak does not change if you abstain or forget to predict. So if you want to have that streak preserved, by all means do so. That will come into play in different tournament formats later on. That doesn't matter tonight. It's just here to measure, it'll always be there in the leaderboard, just in case you're curious on how well or how poorly you are doing. Like Dandelion Ghost, not having the greatest night, unfortunately. Currently on a 5-loss prediction streak at the moment, but you never know. We do still have Pichu yet to play. We could see a spectacular comeback from Dandelion Ghost, probably sponsoring Pichu in Degaboo's honor. Obviously, Degaboo is absent tonight.
Yeah.
Surely Diddle Kong will carry me to victory.
Diddle Kong. Diddle Kong will carry Hyperactive BS to victory, and I am very glad that you've implemented those rules, that the streak is retained. That's useful for an amnesiac like me, certainly. Is that new Ridley G or
it is. I'm Ridley
Smashy-
GM.
Smash
I'm Ridley GM. It says so in the tournament, in the stream title. I'm Ridley GM, your host of Smash Tourney, along with my co-host, co-owner, Gigantic Pingo. Which, by the way, I need to give you a little shout out because I think everybody here already follows you. But in case nobody does, please drop Gigantic Pingu a follow as we're about halfway through this tournament. Gigantic Pingu streams usually at least twice a week. Not tonight, or not this week, though, I think. Just one stream this week. But normally, twice a week. Lots of retro games, lots of fun lost media kind of streams as well. If you're into that sort of stuff, please make sure to tune into Gigantic Pingu's streams.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Of course, of course. In the meantime, we've got Birdo versus Pichu. Obviously, no, this is Yoshi Pink, not Birdo. Yoshi Pink, and we do have Pichu White with White Flower Pichu.
Yoshi Pink is looking pretty good here, though. Oh, I don't know. It would look a little better if it had maybe like some sort of suction-y nozzle on its face instead of a big bulbous nose. I'd be more inclined to vote for it.
Right.
Even though I maybe just did vote for Yoshi, I don't remember.
You voted for Pichu.
I voted for Pichu.
You voted for Pichu.
I retract everything I just said. Go on.
Fifu's feeling it, though. Is this our first 50-50 of the night? I'll give you guys a couple extra seconds to think it over. If you're feeling one way or another, now's your time to switch up your predictions. Otherwise, it looks like we're going to be going into our last round of 16 match with a 50-50 split.
All right.
All right. We're going to keep it that way. We're going to close up these predictions and not skip the battle and get started.
I do like this little flower that Pichu has embedded in its ear.
It's a piercing.
It must have been a little painful, but that's okay. It's cute.
Oh, classic Wii Sports. We see Tails down there. Oh, we got all these new Miis now. We got
Who
Knuckles.
are your Miis in here?
We got Knuckles. We got me. We got Sans. That's Knuckles. You can't tell because Knuckles normally has something over his face. But you know, this is Knuckles in his private residence, and there's Tails down there. No, that's one of the default guys. I'm pretty sure. No, that's one of the guys from Wii Sports, the classic boxer.
That's Matt.
Matt, yes, from Wii Sports. And there's Noah Schnapp down there. Okay, anyways, back to the actual match here. Pichu at 93%, but hanging in there.
Where did Schnapp come from?
He's always been there all along. But stranger things have happened. So Pichu does go down one stock here. Roden comes out for Yoshi. And it's going to take a lot of damage here. This is not looking like a great position for Pichu, but maybe a spectacular match comeback could be in the works here for Pichu. Gonna get punched by Roden again. Does have final smash. Will Pichu have an opportunity to use it before getting knocked out? Roden's gone, so but Yoshi!
This is sickening. This is a sickening game. Come on, Pichu.
Yoshi didn't even want to give Pichu an attempt at using the final smash, unfortunately. Pink Yoshi with a dominant performance, unfortunately.
What the actual deuce is going on here tonight? Yoshi, he's given a sign of peace, but he's a bit of a warmonger.
It kind of did feel that way. That was kind of an impolite match, I think. Pichu really didn't stand too much of a chance, and we didn't even really get to focus too much on Pichu. We were a little bit too busy and preoccupied with identifying the Miis in the background. But Yoshi...
It was important.
Pink Yoshi gonna get that win, which is gonna move EBM up into third place with that Yoshi win. And VivTech also gets a sponsor win, but obviously said that they weren't gonna be able to be here for this week's stream. Also, I think it's worth noting Dandelion goes still on a loss 6, so that's pretty impressive. And BP is on a win 6. At the moment, so pretty strong. We're about to head into our quarterfinal matchups, where obviously this leaderboard is going to get very much more refined as more sponsor points are going to get thrown on the board. And without further ado, let's head on to our quarterfinal matches, starting with round 2 quarterfinals. We've got
Pac-Man.
Nope.
Come on, Pac-Man.
No, Pac-Man. Pac-Man is gone. All thanks to Diddy Kong. So we do have Byleth versus Diddy Kong. Byleth with a pretty strong performance up against King K. Rool initially, and unfortunately Pac-Man just not able to cut it in the round of 16, so Diddy Kong will advance. I believe this is actually 2 default skins make it through.
That's great. Can I ask you right now, while we're looking at Byleth here and his comely visage...
Please do.
What's your favorite Byleth moment?
That's a great question. Thinking about it, there's so many of them. Some where they're like emblematic of fire, and I don't know. I really can't think of many. They're all just so good. I really like it. Byleth, a classic character. Everybody loves Byleth. That's why the sitcom was named as such.
I've been lobbying, let's get real here for a moment. I've been lobbying for Raymond of Everybody Loves Raymond fame to be put in the video game for decades now. He hasn't yet been put in for reasons unknown. So, I don't know why. But Byleth is an okay substitute for now.
I think I would probably agree with that. I think many people probably agree. If you haven't got your predictions in yet, which includes you, Gigantic Pingu, make sure to drop those predictions.
Well, better do that. Yeah, I'll go with Bleth.
Hyperactive BS in all caps saying, I need this monkey to come through for me big today. I don't know. We'll have to see if that happens. I mean, it is pretty close.
That's a bit of a puzzling statement.
The Diddy dynasty gotta continue. Well, I think Diddy got canceled. Maybe not this Diddy. Maybe this Diddy is here to reclaim the name Diddy.
Mistaken identity, no.
Well, we'll have to see if he's got what it takes. Byleth is a pretty significant competitor here, probably more so than Pac-Man ever has been. We're not gonna know until we check it out. We got Byleth versus Diddy Kong, pretty close to 50-50 split there on the predictions. Byleth slightly favored. Small stage, all things considered, so maybe I would say that benefits Byleth a little bit more. I don't know. Diddy Kong can't necessarily dodge too much here, unless Byleth's going to trip on the banana peel. Nope, not going to happen. Oh, but Diddy Kong is going to trip on his own banana peel, unfortunately. It happens to the best of us. Pokeball, which Byleth is going to grab, and it's a Alolan Exeggutor, and that's going to prevent Diddy Kong from doing too much. He's going to have to recover on the lower part there. He can't recover. His jetpack is going to blow up, hitting the Alolan Exeggutor. So great Pokemon placement from Byleth there.
It was Harambe all over again.
It really is. And there's an assist trophy. Diddy Kong's got it. And here we go. We got Lynn. This could be an instant KO on Byleth. Will it be? Will it be?
No.
No. A nice dodge from Byleth there. That's a hard assist trophy to dodge, but he manages to do so.
Well, Byleth default knows how to do it.
He does. And a good recovery from Diddy Kong there. Obviously hard to execute, but it is a CPU after all. So has a little bit of an advantage. We see another Master Ball. We've seen a lot of Master Balls tonight. Diddy Kong needs it. He's got it. What's he got? He's got Goldeen! Goldeen from the Master Ball! He has been let down so hard.
Goldeen!
Goldeen from a Master Ball is
Here we go.
unbelievably unlucky. Probably one of the first times that has ever happened. I'd love to know the odds on that. But Byleth,
monkey.
gonna get that win. Cruel fate is the perfect way to put it. Unfortunately for Hyperactive BS, Diddy Kong will go no further. Byleth gonna put BP that much further ahead at the moment with a win streak of 7 predictions at the moment. So very strong. And Dandelion still going strong with a prediction streak of -7. So we really have everything perfectly balanced in our leaderboard here. But BP is the one to catch. We got 3 more quarterfinal matches yet to come.
All right, let's go BP. Yeah, that was really great. I am quite sorry for Hyperactive BS in that last round because that monkey, that little chimp, didn't go or come very hard, whatever the statement was.
That's
so
true.
that was a shame. But now we have 2 fierce competitors, Robin versus Simon. What do you think about this, Ridley?
Well, it is
James?
blue versus blue, kind of. Except for it's actually, yeah, it is Robin Blue versus Simon Blue. So I think this is going to be a draw. We're going to go to sudden death in this matchup, I think. My gut tells me that Simon's going to come out on top. He's going to defy some expectations in tonight's tournament.
I think that might be the case too. Simon is a man of faith, man of the cloth, just about, or adjacent to men of the cloth. And Robin, I don't really know what he does. I played his game, but I still don't know what he does. So Simon, holier than thou, holier than me. I'll cast my vote for him as the new Pope.
Excellent. I think that's a good thing to do with your vote at the moment. I also got to write a note for myself here to make sure, I guess, just for everybody's knowledge, the commands seem to be case sensitive again, so make sure to do all lowercase predictor sponsor. I believe also, I don't think I mentioned this, and maybe it doesn't work, but I believe you can do !P instead of predict if you want to go shorthand, or !S for sponsors, I think.
That's incredible. That is a game changer.
I know. This is what
everybody
everybody has been asking for this. Try it out on the next match, perhaps. Hopefully everybody's in that wants to be for this one in particular. 50-50 split for Robin versus Simon. We are going to close up these predictions and get started with match number 10 of 15.
Okay. Which character is your favorite between these two, if I might ask?
Well, you know, I love Robin in all the games that Robin is in, but I also love Simon in all the games that Simon is in, like Vampire Survivors.
Yes.
So I have to say Simon is probably my favorite of these two.
Okay, who is in the more games?
I'm going to have to go with Robin on that one. Robin's been in about 5,000 of them, but every Fire Emblem game.
I think it might actually only be 3, and 2 of those are Smash Bros.
Well, that's a little disappointing. We need more
Well, that
Robin
could be
games.
wrong.
So far, Simon has been absolutely destroying Robin.
My god. That's what you get for only being in one game.
I'm a big fan of Robin in his role as Batman's sidekick. True, that's true. Been in a lot of DC games. But so
He's the
far,
Suicide Squad.
Robin really hasn't done anything to Simon. I don't know if that's due to the layout of Hyrule Temple or what's going on. We got Mother Brain for Simon up top, but I don't think it's going to matter.
Yeah,
Robin-
Well, she's sort of clipping beautifully through that one central pillar.
That's
I
true.
love to see that.
Clearly, it must be a supporting pillar or a structural pillar because it did not break.
The
All right.
problem with this stage is that it's so big that Robin could get up to 350% and not go anywhere when he's smacked around.
Now that's true, but Robin is carried away by Isaac. So Isaac comes in clutch, says, we don't need you to jump, although the stage is so far that the hand actually moving is not going to be enough. But wait there! Can Robin recover? No! Oh, wait!
Wait a minute.
Oh, I don't even know. What did he jump on?
I don't know.
I don't
Maybe a
know.
remnant of the stage from before, but that was an unknown factor there. I don't know.
Okay, well, Simon has obviously come to play tonight. Did Simon make it into the finals of last week? I already forgot. I think it was Simon versus Wario, right? So now Simon on a tear, trying to maybe reclaim some of the Belmont name that Richter maybe besmirched and that Simon besmirched early. But Simon, with that win, and I don't think anybody has Simon as a sponsor, if I'm not mistaken. So that is gonna make things a little bit interesting here, especially if Simon ends up beating Byleth in the semifinals. But as it stands for the moment, BP is in the lead and Tribal is in second place. Really, it looks like a race between those two, but with Corrin going down... No, I'm sorry, that was not Corrin, that was that was Robin. See, they're all the same character to me.
No. They're very distinct and very different.
All right, well, okay, BP is the one to beat as they have been all tournament, and we move on to match number 11, heading on to the other half of our quarterfinal matchups here. Match number 11 is between Ganondorf and, who I mentioned before, Corrin.
Okay, already? Corrin is back?
Corrin is back. Corrin is back, and Corrin really needs a win here if we're going to have any actual contest between first place. Otherwise, it looks like BP could run away with this one.
Yeah, BP, well, you're doing good, but between these two characters, I definitely have my preferred outcome, and it is both of them just sort of perish. But I know that can't happen, so this time when I predict, I'm going to have to do the exclamation point P, and... Oh, well, I'll take your advice again, Ridley Jim. Who do you recommend?
I feel like tonight has kind of been the night of unexpected events, with the exception of Byleth, so I kind of want to go with Ganondorf on this one.
Okay.
I feel like Ganondorf making it to the finals could be kind of fun. User FIFU, it's going to have to be lowercase p. I'll make sure after this tournament to case insensitivize those commands.
User FIFU, it has to be exclamation point lowercase p space number.
Yeah.
And do not do it any differently, or
Do not.
Well, you'll hear from my lawyers later.
Absolutely do not ever. Okay. With that being said, it looks like Ganondorf is heavily favored in this one. People want the underdog. Well, I guess he's really not the underdog in this, but I think he normally would be, at least in Season 1. Corrin only with 4 votes. Let's see how this match shapes up. We are going to get right into match number 11. Here's our quarterfinal match number 3. Ganondorf versus Corrin.
Now, these are both holy men, as User FIFU alludes to. Ganondorf is, of course, a bishop, and Corrin is a some sort of deacon in a local parish, I'm sure. But
Definitely.
This will be an interesting matchup.
It's a tiny map, and Ganondorf's already gone! Oh no, Ganondorf's gonna need a return KO on Corrin here before we stage morph. Will he be able to do so? No!
Oh,
But he
no.
does get the assist trophy. Dr. Wright, wow, a gigantic SimCity creation there. Actually did a lot of damage to Corrin. Maybe the only time we've ever seen that actually hit.
You love to see it, and we're looking at their titles in the background there. Blood of the Draglins, King of Darkness. I just said Blood of the Draglins. I'm sorry for that.
That's okay.
But King of the Darkness, I would have to go with this one. which I believe I voted for, so I'm going with that one.
Yeah, I mean, it is a very, I mean, both of these are pretty powerful titles. Now, Abomasnow is doing quite a lot of damage to Ganondorf. Ganondorf might get screwed, but not quite yet. Ganondorf at 107% has to go. Oh, the stun from Corrin! It is almost too much for Ganondorf. He needs something to happen here. A back kick maybe buys him a little bit of time.
He's gonna go beast mode.
He's got his final smash. Will he use it though? He doesn't even need to just yet. He does take out Corrin's first stock. He's gonna have to use it. He uses it, but he's gonna win. Ganondorf wins. What the hell just happened?
Never count out the dwarf. He's always ready to go beast mode on you.
Ganondorf pulls off an insane comeback on that one. Holy shit, Ganondorf. Down 150%, but gets a 2-stock very quickly. All right. With that, Ganondorf is going to win. Do we have Ganondorf sponsors tonight? I feel like we don't. Do we? I don't think we do. Oh, we do. Captain Nemo. Captain Nemo's got that Ganondorf sponsor. So still a decent amount of points there for Nemo. If Nemo's still here, definitely could still slide into first place, especially if Byleth goes down in the semifinals and Ganondorf makes it all the way. We'll have to wait and see. No major streaks going on at the moment, though. Nothing worth really pointing out at this moment in time, but it is still BP to catch up in the lead there. And there is still room because that's a 2-loss streak for BP and a 2-loss streak for Tribal. So definitely still an opportunity to slide into the top slot there. We got 4 matches left to go. Starting with our last quarterfinal matchup, which has, of course, 2 fighters that most people probably wouldn't have guessed would be in a quarterfinal matchup. We've got Ice Climbers versus Yoshi.
Yeah, for shame. You should never count these fighters out. The Icicle Scramblers, they're pretty great in every game they're in terms of combat abilities. So I always make a point to sponsor them. Pink Yoshi is no different tonight, where he also has great abilities in terms of his flutter hover and his
That's true.
Egg throw.
That's true.
That's why I never count him out either, especially not tonight.
Yoshi makes a lot of great noises. I would say probably better noises than Ice Climbers tend to make.
Yeah. Could you do one quick for me?
That's my Yoshi flutter noise.
One more time? Never mind. You don't have to. Once was enough.
Once is enough. All right, so we got 6 votes for Ice Climbers at the moment. Monka S from Tribal. 5 for Yoshi. So make sure to get those votes in, guys, if you haven't yet. There's still definitely opportunities. You guys can still win the constellation. We got a new constellation screen, which is a little bit still screwed. Well, visually,
I like it.
Well, I think it's more fun, but I don't think it's quite as fun visually. Or I don't know. I have to figure out a better way to visually represent it. I might have to
You'll get there.
I might have to make sure that everything is rendered in the screen at once, rather than having a scroll bar and then have it all the chips grow until there's one left. I don't know. I'll see how that works out. And then
I like the idea of eliminating everyone until the last one remains. I think that's fun.
Oh yeah, Tarify, you double predicted there. Okay, good. Tarify able to slot in there right at the end. Looks like we've probably got everybody that that needs to be in. Double Tarify moment. All right, and with that, predictions are going to close up, and let's check out our last quarterfinal matchup. Thanks for sticking with us tonight, guys. The technical difficulties in the beginning obviously is making this stream run a little bit later than it normally would, but
it's okay, Smashy, don't worry.
Happy to spend some time with my friends in my community. So we're up in the sky. We're up in the sky. I don't know who this benefits, lore-wise, between Ice Climbers and Yoshi.
I would say, honestly, Ice Climbers, because their whole game is about climbing up.
Yeah.
Sort of like a doodle. It's like the original doodle jump in a way, Ice Climbers on the NES. Yoshi, he sort of goes side to side horizontally, so he might have a disadvantage here.
That's true. No, Ice Climbers are able to recover. They almost weren't. Oh, Ice Climbers going to throw the Pokeball off the stage rather than actually having it deploy. So we'll never know what that Pokemon was.
Doesn't matter.
All right, Yoshi, starting to make a little bit of a comeback here, percentage-wise. It's pretty close. So we got, we got Nikki again. And Ice Climbers are going to fall down, unfortunately. And there goes Yoshi. Nikki's, the bird, is actually able to take Yoshi out. We got the ghost again. Yoshi's going to get stunned. It's following Yoshi very closely as we head to Wii Sports Resort. Yoshi going to miss the final smash. Disaster right now for Yoshi, and there's another Golding from the Pokeball.
Oh my god. This is just making me want to play Wii Sports Resort again.
I would say I would love to play it, but I've never played it at all a single time.
Oh, you gotta. We'll have it. That'll be our next no laugh
challenge. All right, sounds like a plan. All right, there's an assist trophy that falls into Ice Climber's laps. We got Rodin again. Can Yoshi dodge this? Is he going to need to dodge it? There's the Ice Climber's final smash, and Yoshi now dodging the Pterodactyl, dodging Rodin, but not able to dodge the Ice Climbers themselves. And that is going to be an Ice Climbers in the semifinals. Probably not something that we see all that often. Ice Climbers moving on to play up against Ganondorf in the semis. That'll be an interesting matchup. One of them going to the finals. BP still in the lead, now 4 points ahead of second place, which is Tribal with that Corrin sponsorship. Can anybody catch BP, though? That is the question. BP far ahead at the moment with his sponsor still in it. Can Byleth get another 3 points and run away with this one on behalf of BP? Let's find out in our semifinal matches.
Yes, let's find out. BP is looking pretty strong here, but we do have to remember, even if you don't win it, you got to stick around until the end for that consolation prize, which has become all the more exciting nowadays.
Yes.
You know, I will disclose right here, I did win 5 Cold Hard Dinero last week. I'm sort of holding that like, I guess like Bob Menendez is hoarding gold bars, apparently. But I will disclose that right now. I did win $5 last week during the prototype.
Thank you for disclosing that, because had you not disclosed that, I would have had to ask you to step down from your position as president and CEO of Smash Tourney. But now there are no conflicts of interest, as everybody is aware that Gigantic Pingu did win money alongside Dandelion Ghost and Gamey Katie, who both won the consolation prize last week during our beta stream. Who will win tonight, though? That is the question. Obviously, still $10 up for grabs for whoever takes home the win overall. Will it be BP? Will somebody snake that first position from BP? We'll have to find out.
I think it's possible. Between these two characters, though, Bleth is certainly looking strong. You know, you just look at the weaponry that they've got on display. Bleth has sort of a flaming dragon sword, a sword. And Simon, he's got an ancient rusty whip. You know, it may be imbued with holy abilities, but it's like, you know, whatever. It's like, come on, blue hair. I'm going with the blue hair, and I'm assuming Byleth has pronouns. So
you can't go between male Byleth and female Byleth. So I think blue hair pronouns is probably the perfect way to describe Byleth. All right, with that, well, actually, I'll give you guys a couple extra seconds. I don't know that everybody's in that normally has been predicting. So if you are not in yet, make sure to do so now. Here's your chance for one more entry into the consolation prize if you're not already in.
Yes, get it in. Put it in.
Get those predictions in.
User Fifu says, I wish I had pronouns. This is something I wish for every day, every year for Christmas, which, by the way, everyone, Merry Christmas coming up next week. I hope that's good. Did you say Ridley Gem? Or, yes, Ridley GM, that you're doing a stream next Monday, was
it? Next Monday we'll do a stream to celebrate Christmas. There won't be one on Christmas Eve. I don't want to take people away from their families, and I, of course, also am spending time with my family. And you guys are my second family, okay? And we have to spend Christmas Eve with each other. I will be hosting a little bit of a tournament. You guys can get yourself a last-minute Christmas present if you happen to win. Otherwise, for this tournament, let's close up these predictions and get underway with our semifinals so as to not waste anybody's time. Byleth versus Simon.
Here we go. I will say I either take first family or I I self-disown myself from your second family.
I think that's understandable. I'll allow that. Okay, so far, both fighters doing a decent amount of damage to each other. Ooh.
Yeah, Simon got that whip. He's got the range here. I think Byleth has sort of a similar deal with his own weapon where he can turn it into like a whip as well.
Simon
But I
hanging
could be
on.
wrong.
Oh, wow. A very
Ooh.
last second recovery. There was the whip that you were just talking about. There's Togedemaru. Not going
Love
to do
that
any
thing.
damage, unfortunately, at the moment. Byleth actually zoning Simon out pretty significantly. I don't think Simon can recover. No, he cannot.
That's the
Togedemaru
thing,
was edge guarding.
Between Simon and Byleth definitely has the better recovery with that sort of extending whip, like a Sheik or Zero Suit Samus situation.
That's true.
But Byleth or Simon, he's only got that uppercut move, short
Right.
range.
Yep. Not great, and obviously did not help him there. Blossom not going to end up being very useful, but the Persona map always has a lot of surprises in store. Weird knockback mechanics. Now, Zero is in play for Simon, and that's going to take Byleth out, but not in time for Byleth to get their final smash. So Byleth's going to have final smash now. Will it be enough to kill Simon? But Simon's about to get his final smash. So can Zero do any last second damage? Byleth now actually playing from behind. Is Byleth going to have time to use the final smash? Simon is going to land the final smash first. Is this KO range? It is. Simon.
We didn't even get to see Deoxys take a piss.
No, not enough time. Simon gets it done again. An incredibly strong comeback. Look at these whips. Look at how fast he's whipping right now. He's
That's his
really
ability.
feeling it. He is really feeling it right now. Simon Blue gonna make it into the finals. I think for the second week in a row, we got a Simon in the finals. I might be making that up. I've already forgotten. But BP gonna stay in the lead, 5 points ahead at the moment. And I don't think I don't know if anybody's going to catch BP, but behind the 8-ball, honestly, a very strong performance so far, considering that Lucina went out in the first round behind the 8-ball, has already made it into second place with currently a win streak +3. So very strong performance from them. All right, let's head on to our second semifinal matchup before we close things out for the night. This one, we've got Ganondorf versus Ice Climbers. Predict 9 if you think that Ganondorf's going to win. Predict 13 if you think Ice Climbers have this one.
Okay. Oops. I'm sorry. I'll have to redo that one.
That's okay.
This time, in my heart, I would love to go with the little icicle scramblers, but they are, even though there's 2 of them, which is a big advantage, they're sort of, many would call them small beans.
They kind of are.
So I can't go with them in good conscience tonight. But the dwarf, who has sort of armor all around his body, he's looking he has a putrid pallor to his skin. I'm gonna have to go with him because he's kind of sickly, and this is my make-a-wish to him that he wins.
Okay, well, you heard it here, guys. Clearly, there's no going against Make-A-Wish, and Ganondorf obviously will have to win this matchup in order for that to pay off. And we will be seeing Ganondorf versus Simon in the finals just after we watch these poor Ice Climbers get decimated by Ganon himself. All right, hopefully everybody's in that wants to be. We're going to close these predictions, and let's see how it goes. Ganondorf versus Ice Climbers. Do the Ice Climbers have what it takes?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't. They're too small. Ganondorf trying to get that sword, just decapitate them immediately.
Oshawott gonna push them off, and I don't know if they can recover! The pink Ice Climber is able to recover, so
Poo-poo.
it's okay. They're still alive for the time being, obviously at half their strength.
Man.
But
This
it
is
has an
always a
assist
fun-
trophy.
This is always a fun scenario when you've got one single ice climber remaining. It's such a rare occurrence.
Right, and we got Claptrap doing some damage to Ganondorf here, and Ice Climbers actually gonna take the lead with just a single Ice Climber.
Come on, poo-poo.
All right, there's a Pokeball in play up on the tree if either of them wants to go for it. Ganondorf might have to trust in the support of items at the moment because this Ice Climber's doing a lot. There's a Bombastone. Okay, so ice versus ice at the moment, and that might take out the Ice Climber. No, not quite. A nice block from the Ice Climber. A Bombastone's gone! The Ice Climber killed a Bombastone, and there, finally, the Ice Climbers go down, but now they're back as a pair. Ganondorf has Final Smash, uses it immediately! But it's not enough to get the kill, and now they're gonna use their Final Smash. Can Ganondorf even recover? He cannot! Assist trophy over on the left side of the map. Ganondorf is walking over there, but the Ice Climbers are gonna get it. It's Sukapon as we stage morph, and the Ice Climbers can recover. So Sukapon for the Ice Climbers. Making hell for Ganondorf. Actually, Sukapon gonna throw Ganondorf to the side. Another Pokeball. Ice Climbers got it. It's beware. The Ice Climbers have all the items going their way. Ganondorf has to play so carefully.
Oh no. Oh no. He's
Beware
such a small
is stuck. Beware is stuck up on top. And a punch, the kick from Ganondorf. He manages to avoid all of the assist trophies and the Pokemon and pulls out the win.
That was a really spectacular match, I will say. I bet it all on Ganondorf. I bet all my Tua coin on the Dwarf. I guess it paid off, but it was looking a little rough there. But the singular icicle scrambler did do pretty well.
I think the single Ice Climber outperformed the double Ice Climbers, really.
Exactly.
So maybe that was a strategic play. Oh, we've got a scroll bar. I'm gonna have to fix that, but that's, I guess, because we've now got Gamey Katie in here with a loss streak of 1. So
hello, Gamey Katie.
Looks good. We got behind the 8 ball with another win. We got 5 points behind BP, but I don't know that anybody can catch BP at this point. It may be BP's tournament to lose, as it has really been all night. But on we go.
That's
to our
really,
final matchup.
That's really a crazy lead that BP has. 5 points.
Right
now we're heading into the final. Is it even able to be surmounted?
I don't think it is. I don't think it is, unfortunately, but we'll play it out anyways, just to make sure, see where our final leaderboard standings are. This is the second tournament in a row now where nobody's sponsor is going to end up, rather the person that wins in the end is not going to have the right sponsor. So clearly, people have been putting their faith in the wrong people. But this is the last chance that you guys have to get your consolation prize entries, so make sure to drop those predictions in the chat if you wish to be eligible for the raffle at the end for $5. It would be so funny if Gamey Kitty won the consolation prize. Well, it could happen. You never know.
You never know.
There will be a couple. That's partially why I updated the raffle, is because I wanted people to see that it's not just me like predetermining who it is. It is just a random selection of everybody's names being crossed out sort of as the consolation prize is chosen. But we'll get to that right after this match. So if you have not yet gotten your prediction in, make sure to do so now.
Yes, please do. It's not rigged. I will say this. I can confirm it at the end. It's not rigged at all. Ridley GM does use some sort of a weird setup with an abacus and I guess like adding machines and like stuff that like real accountants would use to determine the consolation prize winner. But it's not rigged. That part isn't rigged. Now, for the main tournament, that may be rigged. I can't speak on that, but the consolation prize is not rigged.
Thank you for saying that, for backing me up. I really appreciate that. It's true. Everything else about Smash Tourney is rigged, just not the consolation prize. We do use advanced AI technology that investors do love to pick the consolation prize winner, so it's definitely fair. All right, predictions for this one are closed. Thanks for sticking with us through our first tournament back officially. Prize Smash 51, Season 2, Episode 1, comes to a close with this match between Simon and Ganondorf.
Incredible. Can I ask Ridley Gem, you're doing a stream next Monday. Will you be doing one the Monday following that? Or no?
That I will let you guys know next Monday. I haven't decided what my New Year's plans are, so I can't necessarily. No. That's a great question. I just haven't planned that far out. We will be live on the 23rd, though.
Okay, didn't mean to be premature
Nope.
there. I was just a little
No,
I have
thank
that
you.
curiosity.
Thank you for asking. So far, Simon with a very strong start. Ganondorf not actually wanting to fight. He's just kind of doing backflips, maybe? And he's kind of gone. Simon doesn't even need the Pokeball. He does take it. It's Victini that's going to be final smash for Simon immediately. Will he even use it? Will he use it? He's walking up. He doesn't even care. He doesn't even need it.
Standing on business tonight.
Now, it is important to note that because he did not get it through the smash meter, this final smash will not go away. And he's going to use it now during the stage morph.
There we go. Do it, Simon. He's done. Don't
And
get done.
that's not quite enough. Ganondorf is still alive as we head to the Mario Kart stage.
He's almost done.
Oh, it's not looking good for Ganondorf at all. Can he recover? Somehow he gets knocked by the stage back into recovery. Snivy gonna do a lot of damage to Ganondorf here, who has Final Smash. Can he use it? He can. He can use it, and he's gonna miss. Oh, you never see Ganondorf miss the Final Smash, but it just happened right then and there.
Oh, no. He's too slow. This is the thing. He's such a slow gentleman.
Ganondorf's got the Pokeball, though. Can he? Simon is almost able to get him. Oh, no recovery for Ganondorf, and Simon closes out the tournament with a 2-stock win.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my God.
Gamey Katie says Simon being wacky as hell. Simon was being strange and quite quirky there, which paid off in the end.
Simon, what an impressive run from Simon. I mean, wow. I don't know if Simon won any tournaments in Season 1, and he has come out extremely strong in Season 2. Simon is the one to watch, apparently.
Yeah,
All
keep
right.
your peeps peeled, people.
Absolutely. It's a second tournament. Okay, second tournament win. Okay, so he did win before. All right, very interesting. So Simon, with that win, where does that leave us on the leaderboard? There we go. Heading over here, what do we got? Calculating the final scores, BP in the lead with that 32 score. Very, very strong showing from BP, especially considering that Byleth actually didn't even get points beyond the quarterfinals. And Hyperactive BS, an impressive second, actually, really, second place for Hyperactive BS and Behind the 8 Ball. Their predictions really came out in clutch for them tonight. To get them all the way up to second place, especially with their sponsors going out as early as they did. So congratulations to everybody that played. Obviously, the whole leaderboard is shown right here, so there's not much else to do other than send us over to the raffle screen, I believe, and then we'll take a little look at the end. I don't have the post game screen set up like I did in Season 1, so that's coming in a future updates to Smash Tourney, but. For now, let's head over to the raffle screen, and hopefully, there we go. Everybody's shown here. Let me select this raffle screen and interact with it.
Are you able to scroll?
You can. You can.
Yeah.
So
with all the names.
Yep.
That's great.
So
that's great.
You can see that your names should show up here. If you don't believe me, you can pause. You'll see yourself show up here at some point. Everybody has their name entered as many times as you made predictions tonight, and you're in a random order, and then another random order will select which one gets crossed out as we go. So with that being said, without further ado, let's roll for a consolation prize raffle. You do have to be here to claim it, and you cannot have won the tournament. So BP, you're not eligible even though your name is in the raffle, so we will re-roll the raffle if BP's name is drawn. Otherwise, fair game for everybody else. And who do we have?
Okay.
Here we go. It's Developer Rowan! And that is great because Developer Rowan was here before the stream even started. So congratulations to Developer Rowan. Welcome back, sir. Reach out to me on Discord and I will get you your $5. So congratulations to you. Let me actually select that. I need to select that for Rowan. And then let's take a look at this endgame screen for Simon, because I honestly believe that he deserves this winning animation, because what a strong showing from Simon of all people.
Really, yeah. Simon, I think last time it was pointed out that Simon has a really like dark, deep armpit in his render
right.
there.
You're right.
I think that might have been what pulled him through this time. It was a sort of a lucky rabbit's foot element to his character design.
Yeah, I agree. And maybe that's really what it comes down to in season 2. The darker the armpit, the higher the chance of winning. Maybe that's why Wario won in the first tournament, or in the beta tournament. All right. Well, with that, guys, thanks for tuning in. If anybody has a raid target, please let me know. I'll send a raid their way. Otherwise, let me just say some closing things. So thanks, guys, for tuning in. As I've said a couple times throughout the night, we'll be live on the 23rd. I definitely encourage you guys to join the Discord if you're not already in it so that you can be aware of when I go live or when we're planning the next stream. Hopefully, after the holidays, we'll be back to regular Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Central Time on a weekly cadence. Other than that, thanks for being here. Captain Nemo 2024 raid.
Nemo's always got raids.
Nemo always has raids. Is Nemo even here anymore, though? I'm not sure Nemo is still here.
I don't know. FCXP has a raid.
I will raid
That's
A-Ray or I-Ray 22. I don't have a raid message, guys. Just say hello, be friendly. You don't have to stick around, obviously, but appreciate it if you guys spread the good word of the community while you're there. Smash T32 hype. Thank you guys for the subscriptions. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys on Monday, December 23rd, for a little bit of Christmas fun. So thanks, guys, and I will see you guys then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, I guess actually it's not quite bye-bye because...
This is when our podcast will happen. Let's have a podcast.
Okay, let's have a
now.
podcast. So let's see. What can we say? We got 1 second. I'm gonna shout out Gigantic Pingu one more time. By the way, if you guys can, I even shout? I can't shout him out again. But if you don't follow Gigantic Pingu, please make sure to do so. Thank you, Pingu, for joining me on the cast. I appreciate you very much.
I'm gonna say right now, in these dwindling seconds, please reach out to Shoe Nice or like Shane Dawson if you can, if you have their contact info, to get them to hop on this stream.
Yes.
Promote it, because we need some help here.
Definitely,
from
yeah.
Shane Dawson.
Thank you. 2025 will be our year, just like 2024 is the year of Blue Jigglypuff. All right, take it easy, guys.
All right, see you guys.
Bye.